where do you see the biggest mistakes of exhibitors, or of like exhibitors to be? Like, what do they get wrong about exhibiting on an expo, or what wrong expectations do they have?
First of all, I would like to say when they are at any show, there was some kind of a process to understand. Okay, there are opportunities out there, business opportunities out. There's a potential to get more business in, or to extend the network. So, in general speaking, this is a positive, on a really positive side. Any company who showed up at any event is first of all on the right way forward. But then it starts to think, then it's difficult sometimes to see how they look at it. It's not done on renting a space and building a booth and thinking about what kind of giveaways they can give to the audience, or what kind of product they can present. So it's something also to see and get in touch with the audience, to see what kind of audience are there, and how I can address these audience. And nowadays, it's really something what I see that not all the exhibitors use the opportunities we offer to be and to raise the awareness and the visibility at the show, to get the most out of it. And so that means I would not say it's a mistake or do something wrong. They did something wrong, but it's say stop at some specific point in taking care on getting really the return on that what they invest at a show. And for example, when you rent a booth, and you think about, okay, I have my budget, and I rent 9 square meters, for instance, or want to rent 9 square meters, and I look, okay, be at a row somewhere and have only one open side. It can work, but there is a lot of luck what you need to get really the most out of it. Because when you have these kind of booths, you have 3 meters at the aisle, so that you can think about it when you are a visitor and count your steps, and 3 steps you have to get in touch with these exhibitor. So that means when you consider going into a show, also to have to take care that you get really good touch points. So when you look for 12 square meters or 15, the best would be to decide on getting a 2-side open booth, which is a corner stand, to have a 2 aisles with a touch point. And this is something, what really matters and make it different at the end. The invest is the same, but the output is completely different when you look at this. So this is something on the preparational side, which a lot of things can be maybe in some cases being better, but also using the opportunities we offer. When we have these directory and on our website, for instance, when I see how many exhibitors are not using to fill up the profile, So, but when we work and do promotion, we say, look at the exhibitors, and we have a search on the visitor, on the exhibitors, also on their products, and it's not filled up. They can't be found. So that means it's pointless to be then in a directory when it's nothing in what you are doing, what are you offering, and this is very basic, but these are, from my point of view, things which easily can be changed. And of course we remind our exhibitors on doing so, filling up. But this is something which they can do better for sure. But at the end, it's something which rules the success, if it's good, or judge the success is good or not. And so it means this is something what really is important to take care of.
Just the other day, I was listening to one podcast about the festival, the music festival here in Slovakia, and they were discussing the partnerships with different brands, and there was exactly this question, like, what do you think the companies that are partnering with the festival are doing wrong? And one of the things was that they think that it's enough to be there. Like the company just rents the stand and they think that it all will be done there, and they don't understand that this is the huge opportunity, especially with, we are speaking about INTERGEO, especially with INTERGEO because it's one of the biggest events in the world in our industry. Like every company, everybody is looking towards the INTERGEO, and they are somehow thinking about it, preparing for it, and discussing this few months before. It's not about those 3 days, right? It's about like 1 or 2 months before at least, and few weeks afterwards. So this is the whole opportunity to be communicating like we are going to be there, to do some videos, to showcase some things, to invite people to come to the INTERGEO to visit their booth. It's not enough just to think that INTERGEO is responsible for bringing me my clients. It doesn't work like that. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, so it's really important to have an understanding what you would like to achieve. It's not enough to be there. So when you, I guess it's the same for the festival. A lot of people there. It's crowded, and what is the best way forward to get the best out of it? And this is something which a lot of or what you have to consider when you put your coins on any event. So and looking at this, there should be any clear goal what a company would like to achieve. Either brand awareness, product awareness, thought leadership, generating leads. In increasing your network. So these are really valuable goals what a company can and should achieve with such events, and they have to take care about it. And this is from my point of view, it's crucial to get the most out of it, and to be able to see, okay, what are the potential beyond that, what we know. And when you have not these clear goals, you can't be precise and will be precise, and it means you are mixed up everything, and you will be very difficult. It's very difficult for you to get any clear message and a clear result out of it. So I would like to say it's good to know what you would like to achieve. It's necessary to know what you would like to achieve when you go to any kind of event. And of course, you have to look into it and to question and to ask the organizer what they can do to get the best, what they can do that you achieve the best result in the outcome of this event.
I can see this, or you tell me. I'm not going to suggest the answer, but have this ever happened to you that some company said, "Oh, we did not get enough ROI from our attendance at INTERGEO, so we are not going to rent the booth next year"?
Of course, you have these kind of discussions for sure. This is something which is I guess a discussion with all organizers will have. When an exhibitor not meets the targets, then of course you have this discussion, and this is it's normal. But when it comes to this point, then of course something went wrong in the preparation time. So it means not wrong with the exhibitor, but also in the communication. So you can prepare it. When you reach out to the organizer and say, look, this is our main goals. This is what we would like to achieve. How we can do this as at best. How you can support me. What kind of opportunities I have to be integrated in your campaigns, in the visibility, and so on and so forth. And then of course we are able to tailor a special campaign or offer, which helps the different exhibitors to succeed in reaching their targets. But when you have this discussion that someone is not reaching the ROI, and you have, then usually something is missing beforehand. So it means the discussion on what they would like to achieve, and what we can do to support them that they can achieve their targets. And this is something which, when you look at this discussion I have, or what we as a team had in the past, it was in most of the cases that we not had any kind of a communication beforehand and a prep meeting on what they want to achieve, and we were not aware of this, and then of course it can happen that they miss their targets, and then of course you will have this discussion afterwards. Okay, we spent that money and we weren't getting there. So what is the next step forward to do it better? Of course, but
Mm.
when it's not happened like this, then of course usually you are in trouble in helping the exhibitors to reach their target.
During these years, you must have been speaking to maybe thousands of different companies, from small startups up to these big behemoths of our industry. What different goals do you see, or can you like categorize like what companies like Leica, Trimble, or these companies are looking for in terms of expected KPIs or some targets with the expo, compared to like small startups with limited budgets going with the smallest booth somewhere at the INTERGEO? Like, how do you see different sizes and different companies having different goals?
Overall, like they want to achieve all the same. They come to any event, doesn't matter if it's INTERGEO or some other event, and they want to increase the opportunity to get business in. So and therefore the events are those that we build events for helping others building business. So, and this is something which all of them are in the same boat from my point of view. Depends on the size of the company. There are of course different goals and different angles where they are looking into it. It's of course a difference when you are a market leader or when you're working in a niche. You have a different kind of approaches. But at the end, it's more focused on to achieve also to be visible as your brand, or to reclaim the thought leadership in any kind of topic, or getting leads in to increase your business. So this depends on what are of course your goals. And in general, I would like to say it looks, when you look at the scale, it differs if you're talking about a big company or a smaller one. But in general, I'm pretty sure they want to achieve the same, but on their level. So, and this is something what we have to support and how we have to support them as at best. So that means, with the big guys, we have marketing departments we work together, which they're different, and they've sorted the task, and the different people responsible for special KPIs, and then for the organization. In smaller companies, it's bundled in one person, but
Mhm.
in overall they want to achieve the same. They want to be successful at an event and to increase their business. And on us, on the organizer, is being very close with the entire industry to know where are the trends, where are they heading to, and overall, and building on that, the right opportunities to bring and loop them in to be visible and to get the right ROE.